it's really special to know that whatever happens in her life, like, she at least got to walk down the aisle in a wedding dress. And, you know, every girl deserves to be able to do that. I'm gonna walk her.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Dad v Girls Wedding of the Year again. Now, you may be thinking, but you've already talked about this, why do we need to discuss it again? And I'll tell you for why, because they've just put it back up on their main channel after charging their fans for it the last time on Patreon. It's now up for the general public, so I thought I'd take a quick look at it, and it seems it's worse than I could ever have imagined. It was bad enough charging their fans in the first place. Don't forget, 390 as a minimum watched their offering the first time around at £6 a go, which equates to £2,400, right? That's how much they made, obviously minus the cut that Patreon take, but you know, a good £2,000 more, right? Over £2,000. So we're saying 2,400. That's as a minimum that watched it. That was the amount of people that liked the video, right? And that's not including those who didn't put the thumbs up for it. So that's £2,400. Now, if we look at the one that's just gone up, it's been up like a day or two now, and it has 652,000 views, which is huge, absolutely mammoth, right? So it's more difficult to calculate how much exactly they made from this particular video, but I'm going to give them a conservative estimate, right? If I take what is the amount that I get paid per video, and they will get paid a lot more, right? If I take my amount and times it by the amount of views that they have, it comes to £3,260, and that is as a conservative estimate, and I seriously do mean conservative, because they will be on a higher rate of pay than myself, without a doubt, 100%, right? But just to be fair about these things, that's £3,260, right? If you add that to the £2,400, it comes to £5,600 minimum that they've made off this video, right? So why am I so irate about it? Okay, maybe, you know, people will say, oh, it's okay, it's the wedding, they're exploiting the wedding, you know, that's fine, they're exploiting the wedding, and you know, that's Joel and Sarah they're exploiting, so it's not really a child exploitation thing. Well, that's where you're wrong. Firstly, I've already touched on the fact that the original video, which went up, 390 people minimum purchased it at £6. That's £2,400 from their own fans, when really the fans should have been given it for free anyway. And secondly, here's the real kicker: the reason why it's done so well is because it is highly emotive, right? And I get that, it's a wedding, and their fans are like, oh my god, I can't imagine how much they cried. They all cried, right? It was very emotional, you know. But one of the points in it really disturbed me, and that is because they exploited their daughter, their third daughter. If you don't know, one of their children has special needs, okay? And this made it a big segment within the video, whereby Joel made a huge deal out of it may be the only time her daughter walks down the aisle, and he gets to walk her down the aisle. And it was very emotional, and I get why people would be, you know, emotional about that particular segment, but to use it for vlog content and to make money was highly wrong.
I love how strong you are.
like when Sophie was in a bad way and it so nearly broke us. You held us together and you got us through that. I love that you trusted your mum instinct and you didn't listen to what the doctor said. You persevered and you did exactly what was best for Sophie. And that sums up how you are as a mum to all of our children.
The only one that we weren't sure if she would do it would be Sophie, because she has special needs. She's very unpredictable about how she might be today. She could be super confident, super excited, or she could be really overwhelmed and really anxious. So to make Sophie feel more confident, Sarah said to Sophie, look, you can pick any flower girl dress that you want, like you just tell me what dress. So the dress that Sophie picked out was a wedding dress. Sarah just said, yeah, like if Sophie, that's what you want to wear down the aisle and that's what's going to make you feel confident, then you can wear that. But there's another side to that as well, which is that with Sophie's special needs, like we take every day as it comes. We don't know what her future holds, and although we obviously have like big hopes and dreams for her, we don't know if this could be the only time that she walks down the aisle. So so for us, it's like, it's really special to know that whatever happens in her life, like she at least got to walk down the aisle in a wedding dress. And you know, every girl deserves to be able to do that. I'm gonna walk her down the aisle. Regardless of anything that happens, I got to walk Sophie down the aisle in a wedding dress, which is like really special for us.
You see what I mean? Do you understand what I'm trying to get at here? That was quite an emotional speech, and how it could be the only time that he gets to walk his daughter down the aisle. And that I understand why for him that would be emotional, but to share it with everybody and make money out of it, I don't think so. And they have made a lot of money, as I mentioned, over $5,000 out of this one video alone. And don't forget, this whole family vlogging thing, they didn't just fall into it. They calculated. This was a calculated attempt at becoming rich and famous.
I remember listening to like a podcast, and there was a guy on there. He had a family channel. I was listening to this podcast, like, wow, this is crazy. Like, they're just living this life, like fun, making videos, making good money, like doing all this stuff together as a family. I'm like, that just sounds like an absolute dream job. And then I know like, kids were watching like stuff on YouTube, and I started paying more attention. And then eventually I was like, okay, should we just like start this family YouTube thing? And everyone was like, yeah, like cool, let's do it. And then I remember saying like, okay, let's not look at the numbers, right? Like, let's not look at the views. Let's kind of like say that regardless of anything, let's do it for a year, so that we don't get disheartened by, we post a video and it gets like 1 view and then we're like, oh, this isn't working. Let's just kind of like go, okay, we'll do it for a year. Don't look at the numbers. And if after a year we have nothing but like a year's worth of like memories and videos and stuff, then I'm okay with that. But if anything does come from it, it could be life-changing for us.
So as I said, a calculated attempt at becoming rich and famous, and it seems like it worked. So when people are talking about Dad v Girls being this really nice, lovely family that everyone loves to love, it's just really an act. And well, maybe they are really nice in real life, I don't know. But when it comes to vlogging their lives, no.
You've taught us girls to always be independent and strong, and given me endless boy advice, which I might stop taking as I'm still single.
Well, it's okay there, Casey, because we've got you covered. Well, Joel has anyway. A few days later, they decided to put this Brain of Britain idea up on their Instagram. So Casey said she's fed up of being single, so we're going to be doing a speed dating YouTube video with her. Oh, brilliant. Oh my god. If you want to apply to have a date with Casey, then check out the next video. in which it said the following: must be aged 18 to 21. Send a video introducing yourself to the email above. Right, what could go wrong? Bloody hell. Seriously. Okay, so Casey is 18 now. She's long since been past the point of being pimped out, so you know she has autonomy to do what she wants, and I'm sure, being the strong-willed person that she is, I'm sure she will do what she wants, and this is probably what she does want. So I'm not complaining about being pimped out, but you know, just it blows my mind every time though with Joel, who has no problem whatsoever just throwing his daughters to anybody and doing whatever he wants or whatever other people want with his daughters. It's just insane, to be honest with you. And that's without going into the recent Instagram posts that they put up of all his children wearing almost nothing, and their youngest, second youngest now, putting the middle finger up. It's just mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling what goes through that that head of his, you know, because it's such a lovely family he has. Anyway, that is all I wanted to say about this, because it really did grate on me, the fact that they have made so much money out of A, their fans, and B, you know, their kids, and you know, there you go. I'm sure people will move on, scroll by, and ignore yet again the issue that is Dad v Girls, because nobody sees an issue with them except for the select few. I'm sure you watching this most likely do agree with me, but it doesn't ever reach the people that it needs to reach, and it doesn't go through their thick skulls. But you know, what can you do? I'm gonna stop complaining now. Right, until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.